Welcome back to my channel where we look at news, reviews and rides going on in the PV community. On this episode, we're checking out the Evolve Hadean.
Here we've got the Evolve Hadean, as you can see.
So what's the main difference between this and the GTR? Like, what's the big
Evolve GTR, yeah.
Yeah, the Bamboo GTR versus the Hadean.
Big fat motors.
Yeah, they're massive compared to what. Also, they're tinily, small way ventilated in a small way, but they're mostly sealed, aren't they?
And they look pretty cool as well. I think they look better than most we've had previously.
Yeah, they do look really much more refined. Because you've had those GT motors, well. The housing at least since the GT days, so it's the first time I've seen like really new revolutionary design. It's nice to see this concave, like, be really interested to see what it feels like. It looks like the GTR wood, but carbon, but like in bamboo form, really.
And I mean, what I like about this most is we've got rid of the whole lucid grip.
Yeah,
have grip tape here.
It just wore away, so you've got this like it's almost like camouflaged grip tape, really, in a way, isn't it? Because it's just come destroyed. But the etching is really nice.
The Hadean logo as well. Like, everything is etching. It's not just a sticker. It's not.
It's such a nice aesthetic design, isn't it? Yeah. So is it wider than a GTR?
From my knowledge, I believe it is. So of course, like the Bamboo GTR, you've also got adjustable trucks, so you can move them if you want them inner or outward, depending on how much stability and how much flex you want. As well as that, you've got about 35% more range. That's because the board is now a 12S instead of a 10S. And on top of that as well, it's using 21,700 cells.
It's 12S4, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So also the motor control, this is the thing, it's literally the only thing I can see which is different, let's just flick up base, is you still got that flex in the enclosure, haven't you? So it's got that really nice. Also, I'm loving this new like cat design. We've had that so many times, these things before. They seem really meaty now.
And what I'd assume is maybe future prison maps. I don't actually know what they are.
Oh, they're they're going to be doing prison strips, aren't they? For the
so,
yeah. Also, you've got this light. So where's the on here? Right, yeah. So you've got integrated base lights as well, which is
front and back compared to on the carbon, which is throughout the whole deck.
Really nice. Okay, right. Let's have a look at the carbon then.
So first and foremost, the biggest difference between the carbon GTR and the carbon Hadean is the dust caps, obviously.
That's it.
I mean, they are the coolest thing.
Yeah, it really is. Do you know, I remember I paused the reveal and I went, oh, dust caps.
They are awesome. It's just a small feature, it's the little details to make it a bit more.
I noticed they've changed so is the centre the same? It is the same. So is that on the exterior that looks different, but the interior of the hub's original? Is that how it works?
It's different completely. So the actual pulley is also different.
Okay.
I might actually be able to get one to show you what it looks like.
Okay. So you want to find out?
Yes. Of course. So with the gears now, especially for the AT, the new design, keep in mind that this is pre-production, so obviously how this currently looks isn't how yours will look if you get yourself a Hadean. But this is essentially how it looks. It's now got 3, and I believe it had 4 before. I don't know why they changed this, to be honest.
I like the new.
I like it. I think it looks cool.
The tyres are really nice.
Yeah, the hubs definitely look way better. So obviously they have to adapt that for this.
Another thing they've done as well, they've also changed the cable management at the back, haven't they, for holding the pulleys. So they're like a clip design now?
It's simply just like, imagine this is a holder, this is your cable, it goes in, and then as soon as you push it hard enough, it just holds it in place, which is super clever. It just does, it means you don't have to keep undoing this and then doing that and then putting it out. It's just hassle.
So what is the main differences with the two boards as such, really, in regards to fitting the other features and whatnot?
Cool, so the LEDs is a big thing for the carbon. Underneath the strip lights go right away throughout the whole deck, and it's also technically see-through, so you can see whatever colour LED through this middle part here. On top of that as well, the carbon has air vents to allow better cooling, and just overall,
yeah, it's different.
Much more efficient, especially for like.
It also is a lot wide. It seems a lot wider than the original GTR.
It's 1 centimetre per side, which sounds like nothing at first, but then if you compare it to a GTR, it's a huge difference. Personally, I find that the carbon Hadean was built, because over the years we've always said the carbon GTR was for bigger people. I feel this time when they built the Hadean, it was like they actually made it for bigger people. Like me, I love the carbon. I love the carbon GTR. I loved it because I've been using it all the time. But then when I stood on the bamboo, I've now gone towards this just because the carbon feels too big for me. Right, cool. So when you first get the Hadean, when you first turn it on, you want to grab your remote, you know, do the usual, chuck your manual on and do all this, do all that. Like, you want to grab yours first?
Yeah.
Put it together.
I really like it. Weight, it's weight, it's nice.
So with the remote itself, it's got a lot more weight now. So you can see the trigger's a little bit more responsive. Even the
It really
brakes
feels
are
nice, doesn't it? It really does. It's a nice meaty weight to it.
Exactly.
I think, because that's one thing with the GTR, is it feels like glass. Do you know what I mean? But this feels really like the whole forged thing. Do you know what I mean?
I think it feels much more comfortable. So
Yeah. Right.
Cool. Anyway, so we'll turn the board on first, right? So power buttons are in the same place as where the
Skateboards
GTR were.
Yeah.
So pick up the right side.
Okay.
For the GTR, for the carbon Hadean, somewhere there. Yeah, you'll see it.
Oh, okay.
You see the power switch. You press it in this way. There you go. And now you see it lights up blue. So
okay.
Just that's basically telling you the board is now on.
So looking for pairing kind of thing, yeah.
Basically, yeah, it's a Bluetooth. So
right.
So yeah, and obviously your one is stripped underneath, and mine is lights up front and the back.
Okay.
So now it's looking to pair. As soon as you turn the remote, so if you turn your remote on.
Oh, they're used to it.
So, there is no clear.
I literally first saw it to go there. It's up high.
If you press the circle, there you go.
Yeah.
It's on, and you'll come up straight away with a Bluetooth logo, then that should disappear.
Instantly, yeah.
Yeah. It's gone in.
Yeah, instant.
Cool. And that is instant connection.
There is that. To be
and
honest,
it changes colour to show you it's
oh
connected.
yeah.
Instant connected, so that's changed colour.
So it's funny though because it was always like this instant connection thing, but that literally was.
Yeah. And it doesn't allow you to use your remote until it's connected, which is great.
What do you mean?
As in like, it'll come up straight away, a big Bluetooth logo telling you need to connect your remote, whereas before the GTR,
You'd say
it said
zero.
at the top, but it just wouldn't tell you anything, it just, you wouldn't know any stats of the board.
Well, the trigger's really chunky.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
It's nice, it's comfortable, and I feel like it feels like it has more resistance as well, so
Yeah.
you've got more control of that.
I don't like the really diddy soft remotes.
I find when it's really soft and there's no like tension in the spring at all, and it's really easy.
It
to
just
press,
feels like
you know,
forged, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. with the trigger, because it has that resistance against it, it feels like you've got a lot more control in it.
What's funny about this is, I don't know, the first thing I do is like, what would I do? That is so many opportunities to make a silhouette for so much stuff.
You can turn it off as well. You can actually have just the under lights on, or if you just want the logo lights on, it's pretty cool. If you press the brake, it goes red, of course, because braking, you know.
That's such a. Do you know what's funny? That's what I said about the GTR. Why doesn't it have USBs? But now it's just a seamless system, isn't it?
Yeah, it's wicked.
Let's go play, innit?
Yeah.
No. Pretty Caroline, oh, 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 stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the dime. Oh, 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 serves you some remind to count your blessings, 'cause it's telling first, put you down and leave you there, don't make them scared. Yeah, it's the ugly truth. How they come me slow. It's not enough to please you. Pretty Caroline.
Instantly, the first thing everyone just talks about is it snaps really quick initially off the line. Snapping's really, really quick. But braking's really strong as well. Like you don't realise it until you go onto other boards and you're like, braking's like non-existent. But braking's sick, you know what I mean?
How about braking compared to a GTR?
Oh, it's infinitely better. Like, if I had to compare its percentages, like the GTR braking is probably 40% of what that is.
So you know on a GTR you tend to normally brake towards your stop, so you always early on that.
Yeah, really, you have to be really like miles ahead.
Yeah. Well, and you really got to plan when your brake's going to happen. Whereas on this, if you want to brake 10 feet
that's the thing, isn't it?
You can do that.
It's the safety element as well. Not alone is the speed, but the braking ability is really, really quick. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it's just weird to get back on and Evolve, and do you know, it's just that carviness and that feeling is sick. So yeah, let's go get some shredded footage. Yeah, we'll stop at this point and then see how far you go. Actually, I'll do it on both boards.
Yeah, cool.
I'll do it because that makes sense. Okay, right, so what we'll do, because obviously braking's really quite hard, so what we'll do, we're going to go to this line and I'm going to max brake it, hopefully not die, and see how the braking distance is. So what we'll do, actually what we can do is I can brake and then leave it there, and then we'll take the GTR and do the same thing and see if there's a difference, take up the same speed. So we'll do it 15 miles an hour, brake, see where I stop, and then brake on the GTR. So cool. Do a comparison. Right. Actually, it was 18 miles an hour. Okay, right, so what we'll do, we're going to now see how rider weight makes a difference. So, I don't know how much Billy's weighs. Bill, how much you weigh? 69 kilos. Yeah, 60. Really? Yeah. Such a douchebag. So he weighs 70 kilos, 69. I weigh 100, so 30 kilo difference. So I stopped basically where the Hadean is now. And we'll see what the difference is in rider weight. So, go check that. Go on, Bill! It's like half.
Weight
is a huge factor. Yeah. Do you know that is what the bamboo deck we've been waiting for so long? That little lip. It's like a carbon shape, but with bamboo. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? saying about one of the features, rolling features and stuff, which. So explain that, because we need to talk about it really, it was amazing.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm not entirely sure on this. This is just something that I've picked up on when
You've
riding.
noticed, yeah.
Well, I've noticed this, but when you do accelerate, so for example, if I accelerate and let go of the accelerator, the ball wants to keep rolling, like it ramps down the acceleration. It doesn't just stop.
It controls it doesn't just turn off. It
Yeah, so
controls
as long as
it.
the wheel's moving, there's some kind of assist there, which is pretty cool, because it means you coast forever. Like, earlier on we were riding, and I was just coasting, I wasn't accelerating, I was going the same speed as you were while you were on AT, but I was just coasting. There was not actually, there was no trigger, there's no acceleration being put. So I'll show you here. Accelerate, let go. It ramps down to a stop.
That's a really fluid motion as well.
Yeah, you do it
and
on
it's
a
not
GTR,
just,
it's not
one
gonna
thing
do
to
that at
notice as well, let's have a look at this one, is it's not just people just say it's a street thing, like with the AT, the same thing. So that's max. I'm not touching anything.
But as soon as you press the brake, it'll brake as normal.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
So look, if you check this out.
Do you know
on
the thing
here-
as well? Actually, good thing. Actually, get this. So, when you're braking, it's like a zoom, not like a bam. Like look on the GTR.
So look, I'll do the accelerator first.
How quick was that?
That's it, it's gone.
Yeah.
There's no more acceleration. And then if
When you
brake,
brake, it snaps, doesn't it?
it's done.
So I think that's been a problem. I'm gonna say a problem with riding your board at a higher speed. Like you don't know where we've had it all before, where you're braking, but you don't know how vicious it is.
Yeah.
Which I think with that, which is great, is if you're going high speed and it slowly slows you down, but when you brake, let's do that again, but brake, it's not a snap.
Yeah.
So that means
You can hear the snap on this.
I noticed that in the road. When I'm in the road and I'm riding fast, when I brake, it's not that snappy GTR which could cause safety issues. You know what I mean? Where you brake and it pulls you. You can fluidity the whole way across. So it's a very, very fluid.
Yeah, and that
Very
would be what
fluid.
FOC is. So FOC, I'm sure there's a lot of DIY people out there who know what FOC is.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm sure there's other brands like that use FOC, and you know it proves
What's
well,
interesting
to
as
be
well,
honest.
it's the same thing on the way up as well. So when you're accelerating, it has the punch and it's powerful, but it's not that. It's the Evolve GTR was snappy at the beginning and end. It's still there, but it's not aggressive. Like it's like, how do I say? It's ride feeling is a hard thing to do until you try one. But when you're accelerating, it's all the way up, all the way down, not vertically up.
Yeah, because you might find yourself accelerating the same speed as a GTR at 22 miles an hour, but your throttle's only halfway in,
Yeah.
and you've got so much more power to keep going. You could cruise at the same speed as your mates and suddenly shoot off.
But it's really interesting. That's something no one's talked about, which is that fluidity of your movements. When you're braking, it's a fluid motion. When you accelerate, it's a fluid motion. It's not snap, 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 snap.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good, man. I'm enjoying it. Enjoying it. It's just it's weird to get on Evolve like this again and just having a second life. You know what I mean? They're making it really, really nice. Such a little cheesy thing, which no one will care besides me. The dust caps are amazing. They are amazing.
They are pretty cool.
It's so sick. I'm gonna put that on my DTR. Look at them, and the metal as well. It's a nice little touch. Right, let's get back on the road then. Let's keep going. So actually, quite a quick thing actually before we do that. So we've been doing 5 miles, 74%. So
Check out the streets.
I'll look at that in a second. Also, right away as well. So I'm 100 kilos. So I'm on 75%, 5 miles. Guesstimation. We're not doing a range test today, but hopefully we'll come back and I'll do a range test. That means estimated 20 miles. Now, for a commuter at speed, we've been riding it fast. That's a guesstimation, really nice. So. Right, let's get back on the road
Do you
then.
want to know about range on this
Oh
one?
yeah, do yours. What's yours?
So obviously I've been riding on street the whole time on the bamboo. 4.5 miles it says I've done here,
And you're 70 kilos. Yeah.
and I'm 69, 70 kilos. 90%.
Such a difference.
10%, basically 5 miles. That's
So what's that?
Yeah.
So what? 10%, 5 miles. It's easy.
45 miles.
Is it?
Right.
5, 10, so 10, 50 technically.
45 to 50 miles.
That's
which is
ungodly.
that's amazing. That's
That's
exactly
the
what
thing
I
I think everyone doesn't realise is what holds this board so well. 12S4 on streets. No one does street boards with bigger batteries. really anymore.
True, it's true.
Right.
But one thing I would say
Go
though,
on.
just to jump on that, is the whole time we've been on Corsa mode, which is the top mode.
Yeah, we're not being.
So imagine
reserved.
what range we
yeah,
would have
if
done
you're a
if we were
reserve
in eco
rider.
the whole time.
Well, let's be human world. Eco or fast.
Try eco.
All right, let's go on
You'll
eco.
be surprised.
Right, let's go back and I'll try eco. It's a GTR. It's now become a GTR again.
That's what I'm telling you. Like,
But that's eco, so that's. Yeah, do you want to see?
eco's definitely.
Right, so we'll do a sprint. Just for no, do it.
Acceleration wise, it's not like GTR will beat it. In
Well, we'll just see for comedic value. So what are you? You're like nothing. You're way nothing, don't you?
I went
19.
19.
90?
Yeah.
How?
I know.
Right, he's 90, I'm 100. That's pretty much spot on then. Right, let's see what we get up to the green thing.
What green? All the way up there.
Red
Whole
sign.
fence is green.
Red sign.
Yeah, red sign's fine.
Okay, well, I'm on eco and you're on custom.
He's gonna win.
He should win. Anyway.
But if you have a long term, it's gonna be
right, ready?
that you'll take over.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh,
I tell you, like, it will. But I'll pick up a lot more speed.
right. Are you filming? Yeah?
Yep.
Right, so that was eco. Now we're on sport to the bin.
Which bit?
Black bin. First bin, right? Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, okay. Alright. So now, let's do it again.
But you're in Corsa.
I'm now in course. Bearing in mind, the
I think
whole
we should
time.
swap as well because.
Oh yeah, we'll do a
18 to
street one as well.
is definitely
Yeah,
different.
so
But we're both on AG, so.
yeah, it's pretty much the same. Right, so now we'll do the same thing to the
Weight.
bin again.
Still the same thing.
Yeah, I'm a bit lighter.
He's a tiny bit lighter, 10 kilo lighter.
Oh, fair enough. Good to know.
So to the bin. Alright, now
ready?
on max, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Corsa means track mode, I believe, in
Yeah, it's
Italian
in
or
Italian.
something. So it's
Right.
basically
Right,
it
stop
goes
here.
eco sport and
Stop
then
here.
GTR.
Right, can I borrow your board, Bill?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do the same thing again, but I'm going to go down one mode.
Mind you guys as well. So
Ready?
yeah.
Up to 3, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I had a false start there. Jesus Christ! I accelerated, but I wasn't ready for the acceleration, so I went. Oh.
One more time. One more time, just for fun.
Should we line up next to the bin and go up to that tree, the two trees next to each other?
Yeah, the 2 trees, but the first one, yeah?
Yeah, the first one.
Okay, ready?
Oh, you ready?
Alright, after 3, we'll go 3 to 1, go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, one more time, but I'll start behind you like I did in the first place.
Catch up. Go past.
Yeah.
Such a Oh, really? Oh, you want to catch us?
Like here.
Right, ready? After 3, go 3 to 1, go. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, right, so we're finally back from Evolve UK. I'll say a big shout out to Billy and the UK team and the team in Australia for organising me an opportunity to test ride this board. There's only 2 in the country, so time is very limited. I only had this board for about 2 hours. But first initial thoughts. If you're loving your Evolve GTR and you just want to just do a bit more, this is where the Hadean sits. Better acceleration, better braking, better range. Obviously included lights, which is a nice little feature. The remote is miles better. One thing I would like to see, I'd have to do more ride on the board to have really more of an understanding, is have the trucks just a tiny bit wider, like a couple inches either side. It seems to be the only thing they've kept the same on the Evolve. Everything else has been upgraded or changed in some way or another. But if you guys are interested in getting your own Hadean, there's a code below which would be BOY50. Will give £50 off in the UK for your own board, which is good to have. If you want to see kind of more of an in-depth review of the Hadean, try and get it for a week. Drop a comment below that if that's what you want to see, and drop a like, because then that way I can approach Evolve and say to the community who wants to see more of an in-depth review after a week, doing a range test and all that good stuff. But yeah, other things as well, guys. My Patreon account's going really well. I've had a couple of people join, which is good to see. But it's a good way to network with you guys. Been throwing out some exclusive content and extensions of some of the video footage that wasn't able to use in other videos in that as well. But the guys in that group are commenting what they want to see in future content. So if you want to be part of that party, join the Patreon, which is down below. But that's kind of summary of everything that we've got on the Hadean. Sorry, it's been a bit of a long one, but I really wanted to kind of share my experience of the Hadean. And show you things that hopefully people haven't talked about yet already. But so, I'll say thank you very much for watching. Subscribe for more content. Comes out on a weekly basis. You guys take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.